When we set about writing the text, we've looked at an approach that basically worked from the exam backwards almost. So one thing we've done with our worked examples and all of our theory is we put titles on every single bit. So it means that when students are looking through and they're trying to find a particular worked example, unlike other texts where the worked examples are just numbered, and it can take them quite a while of reading to actually find the exact one that they want. In the VCmaths textbooks, the questions are very easy to find. Worked examples, we've got steps for every single question. So students can look at exactly what maths has been done, so they can see the working for the question, but they can also look on the left-hand side and they can see an explanation behind what theory is being used, why the steps are what they are, what sort of things the student should be doing in the next step of the question. We've also incorporated all the CAS technology, but it's incorporated within the context of where it's used by the students. So if there's a particular part of theory that needs to be done, but it needs a CAS approach to do, then students will be able to find that using CAS step. There are instructions for TI Inspire and for ClassPad. And then when they get to the worked example, then that's also incorporated in the worked example also. So the other thing, which is probably really different too, is the structure of the exercises and how they're set out. So basically the exercises have a recap section, which if it's an exercise within the chapter, then it'll have questions on the previous exercise students have done. So they're constantly being asked to review theory that they've already been taught. Then there's also mastery questions. So every single work example has a mastery question. Every using CAS has a mastery question, so students are able to develop their skills, practice what they've learnt. And then there are exam practice questions, but the exam practice questions are also structured in such a way that students are getting practice at exam 1 and exam 2 style questions. In methods and specialists, all the tech-free exam 1 questions are all labelled. They're all put in order of sort of easiest through to hardest, and they have success percentages on each question. The constant review process that's been built into the VCmaths series. It's been shown that interleaving is a very important part of the way students learn maths. So it's possible when you do it, which a lot of our other competitors might use, is that they block material, which means that you might be looking at a particular topic or an exercise that students are learning how to do a particular thing. The problem with that is that when you get to the exercise, students already know in that exercise that they're only ever going to get questions on what they've already done before. So by interleaving, it means that we're incorporating material that students have learnt prior to what they've currently done. And the way we've done that is we've included a recap, which is almost like a short-term recall. So they just learnt this topic in the previous exercise, and we give them questions on that so that they can think about the knowledge that they've learnt. But also in every chapter, we've got cumulative exams, which not only contain questions on the chapter that they've currently done, but they also have questions on any chapters that they would have done prior to that. So it'll give them questions, exam 1 style questions, and also in exam 2 multiple choice and analysis questions that are on prior learning.